Good Thursday morning, guys. Hope y'all are doing well. Um, Today is not a video about the Summer Wells case. It's technically not a video about any particular case at all. I received a comment asking me basically why did I not do other cases, and as you'll see, it's on the screen in front of you, and I answered. And then, of course, they came back. I invited them to stick around, make themselves at home like I do everybody at Nana's Angels. And evidently they liked what they read, and they said they would. So I'm glad to hear that, Snooky. And this video is for you to hopefully let you understand the predicament that most creators in this genre are in. And I hope this enlightens a few other people as well. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, folks. Like, hit the bell so that you're notified when I put a video out. And also, guys, for people who don't know that I do videos of other children and other cases, please go back and watch some of my older ones. I do not have a lot, but I do cases on other children. I promise. Okay, now that that's over and done with, I'm going to try to explain. First of all, the slides that you're going to be seeing in front of you are just basically statistics from the missing and exploited children and the John Walsh Foundation and stuff like that. So if you want to read it or pause so that you can see what it's saying, go ahead. That's absolutely fine. But the whole point of today's video, I'm going to read a few names off, okay? Now, a few of these names, some of you are already going to know. You're going to know about the child, about, the age and all that. But some of you are not going to know anything about any of these children. Let me read these off, and then I'll talk to you about it, okay? We have Oakley Carlson, Harmony Montgomery, Angel Overstreet, Dulce Eleves, Michael Vaughn, Kennedy Hoyle, Marcus Lyles, Stacy McKenzie, Wadet, and I can't say, it's a little boy, I can't say his last name, I can't say his name. Anyways, their last name's Edwards. It's a brother and sister, they're toddlers. Sean Baker, Valerie Lopez, Jagger Stooksbury, Litzy Garcia, Jalen Tate, Joshua Harmon, Jacob Harmon. Now, those two have a sister, and I've done a story on them before, and I don't know why she's not on this list. Mercedes McNabb, Braden Hayes, Quentin Beatty, Gabriel Morales, Patrick Snyder, Mario Morales, Harley Curd, Megan Hendrickson, Stephen McGovern, D'Angelo McLean, America Shell, Kenya Maribel, Awana Welburn, Jacob Hoffman, Kyle Ayers, Bill Travis Walker, Carlos Eduardo Simon. And that's just a few children, folks. And you're going to say, well, why didn't you show their picture? Why didn't you put their ages and where they're missing from and how long they've been missing? Because I have a specific question for my viewers. That's why I didn't. Because without knowing what color or creed or religion or age or how cute they are or how not cute they are, or, without knowing anything except these are children who are missing, who need our help. And that's just one of what I think there's like 800,000 or something. I know it says on here that a child goes missing every 40 seconds. Okay, So you do the math. But without knowing anything about these children except their names, please, please, if you want me to do a story about another child besides Summer, go back, listen over that list of names. And that's just a few of the ones that are missing. But go back, pick one of those kids. Just pick one for me. Can you pick one without knowing anything about the child except that it's a child, it needs love, it's missing, and it needs help? Can you pick one for me? Because you see, it's hard for me. It's hard for me to pick just one child. I don't know which one to help first. Do you look for the one that could possibly have been sold, that the parent claims they done away with, but you believe they sold the child? Do you pick the one that is older and possibly ran away? Do you pick a younger one that somebody probably snatched? Do you pick one that you think that maybe the parents done something to the child, and therefore maybe you're not ever going to find that child? Do you pick one that you think you can find? Do you pick one that you don't know if you're ever going to find? Do you pick a young child? Do you pick a teenager? What's the criteria? Which one makes one more important than the other? I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be hateful. I'm trying to be realistic. Please, somebody tell me, how do you pick out one of these children? And I mean, yes, if you just want to get their faces and their information and all that out there, yeah, you do one. Do one every day. You do another one and do another one and do another one. But is that really helping? It's really, I mean, a handful of people will watch one video one day. That's it. Just like a milk carton, back when they put the faces on the milk cartons. You drink the milk, you see the child, it may or may not stick in your brain, and you threw the milk carton away. And that was out of sight, out of mind. The same with videos. The same with all us creators when we do videos on a child. If you watch that video, it may stick in your brain. But once you've gone on to the next video, do you really remember that child? Do you remember what they looked like, how old they were? Without doing several videos on one particular child so that it sinks into the viewer's brain, so you're used to seeing that child and knowing what they looked like, knowing the circumstances, knowing where they lived, where they're missing from, what they were wearing, what size they are. Without knowing and it really sticking in your brain, doing one video on one child is really not going to do any good, in my opinion. Now, other people might feel differently, but in my opinion, after a viewer sees one video on one child and then goes to the next, they're not going to remember that first child. That's why we do multiple videos on one particular child. Now, as far as the Summer case goes, I do Summer because I live right here next to where she got gone. I do Summer because she is an adorable little child who is breaking all of our hearts. I do Summer because I know the case so well. And I know about East Tennessee. That was one of the reasons that I got into this, was because I did know East Tennessee and I wanted to get my opinions about living here and what it was like out there, so that other people that didn't live around here could understand that running barefooted through the woods as a child is normal, that swimming in the nearby lakes and rivers is a normal thing. No, we don't allow our children to swim in nasty water, but I don't mind doing videos of other children. But I mean, there's like the one case of the 15-year-old girl down in Florida who got what everybody thought snatched off the street on her way to school. And before I could even get the video out, which I got it out, but right after I got it out, oh, they done found her. So I had to do a retraction. It's not that easy just to pick one child. There has to be something distinct about the situation, about the case, that calls for multiple videos. Yes, you can do a video, you can do a live show, you can get kids' names and their ages and how big and how small and how cute or how beautiful or whatever the case might be. You can get that information out there. But without you bringing that to the public in multiple videos, it's not going to really do any good because only, like I said, a handful of people will see the video. And then that video is pretty much gone. It's thrown in the trash, just like the milk cartons. But I'm asking for your help. Go back, listen to that list of names. Pick me a name, and I will go and just start doing a story on that child. Doesn't mean I'm going to leave Summer alone. I'm going to keep fighting for that child. I'm not going to forget about her. But give me a name, and I will go and start doing videos on that child, on top of my videos of Summer. And like I said, I'm not being mean, I'm not being hateful. I'm just literally, I'm just frustrated. There's so many children out there that are lost, that are missing, and most of them, God forbid, we will never find. And it's just heartbreaking. And like I always say, guys, pray for the children. Just pray for them. Tell your own kids that you love them. And call your parents up and tell them thank you. Until next time, guys.